bought this. This is a Ryobi from Myers Machine. It's a vacuum stick. I bought it because it was on special, and I felt very bad when I bought it because as soon as I'd bought it, I looked on the website. There was another machine twice as expensive, selling for half price. And I was like, this one cost me $100. That one would have cost $500, but the quality of the other one is a lot better. It's a Dyson, so it's selling for $500 instead of $1,000. I was like, oh, now I feel really bad that I bought this. But essentially, I wanted a vacuum stick to just clear cobwebs. The only thing I hate about this is it's a little hard to take everything off and on. You have to manually pop the filter open. These are a little difficult to get on, and it just feels like D grade instead of A grade, sort of, with the ease of putting things together, because you have to put a little bit of effort in, whereas if I had bought a Dyson per se, everything would have been just touch button and things get released. These ones you have to actually manually open it, and it's a little bit more difficult because so many things are much more easier to open. So I am recharging this battery. The battery isn't very difficult to take off and on, but you do have to do it manually. It just feels very manual, like I have to put a little bit of effort into this rather than just have it like really easy glide in and out. Like I had to put a little bit of pressure on this extension to snap it into place, so I needed to sort of stand it upright and press down, and it did it, but it needed once again that little bit more effort. But I did get to use this. It does clean up cobwebs, it does clean up pet hair. So essentially, for $100, it's a $240 machine, but I bought it for $100. So essentially, like, it does the job. It just sweeps up things very effortlessly, and the sound is a lot more pleasant than a vacuum. It's rather quiet compared to a vacuum. A vacuum, you feel like, oh my gosh, 7 a.m. in the morning, hearing a vacuum isn't what you want to hear. This one has a ding, and then it goes, and it actually sucks really, really well. Like, it's very effortless for the vacuum to, consume that debris, those cobwebs, that pet hair. So it actually works really, really well. It's just the putting together, it's a little more effort because it feels like, it just feels like a little bit more effort than other machine, which would have cost more. But for something relatively cheap, it's actually pretty fantastic. I just don't particularly like the manual put togetherness. It's a little tricky, it's a little upsetting when you have to actually press something together. I like things to just easily slide in and snap. I don't like to actually have to figure out the fidgety things. But if you don't mind using your fingers for a change, it's actually perfectly good. And I would have thought this was going to be quite a bit more flimsy because on the internet it says this stick thing is flimsy, but it's actually pretty strong. You won't break that very quickly. So I wouldn't say it's flimsy. I would say the putting together is a little flimsy because like it's quite manual and stuff. But other than that, like the whole unit performs really, really well. So I have to hand it to for $100. It's amazing. It cleans a lot more efficiently than what I thought. I thought I would have to tackle with cobwebs, but it just sweeps everything up really easily. Like, you don't even realize it's vacuuming because everything just gets sucked in really easily. So it's really good, actually. It's really efficient, and that's what I was hoping for, an efficient machine. So despite the tricky put togetherness, it's actually a really good performing machine. and I'm really actually happy with it. So I'm definitely planning to keep it. It has a 1 year working warranty on it, so until it dies, I probably will use it. And then if I want to upgrade to a Dyson, say, which is a lot more expensive and a lot more easy to put together, then I will. But as a machine, as a cleaning device, it's going to clean effortlessly, and the filters inside are actually washable. So you can take them out, give them a soak, dry them for 24 hours. If it's a really hot sunny day, you might just need the day to put them out in the sun before they dry. But it has to be dry before you put it back together. So they say on their instructions 24 hours to let it dry and then put it together. So I guess that's really important, to not have any moist or wet bits and pieces put in the machine, because it does makes it mechanically break down or something really easily with that. But they just recommend everything's 24-hour dried before you put it back together when you're washing the filter, because you just put it in like a tub or a sink and soak it or clean it, just wipe it, like rinse it under water, and then you dry it and then you put it back in. So and it's not actually a very heavy item either. I wanted it in particular to clean ceilings, but it will definitely be used to clean floors, because it just sweeps, like, once again, it sweeps everything up really quickly, and you're like, oh my gosh, I mean, what did it just do? And it just cleaned your surface, So like with a vacuum, even a Dyson, like sometimes it doesn't pick up things in one sweep, but this one literally does. It picks up everything in one sweep, and you're like, what happened to it? So I'm actually amazed how good it sucks things up, because I was like, oh, it's not as good as a Dyson. Dyson says something else and la la la. But it's actually really fantastic. So I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're in a budget. You don't need a Dyson. You've got something like this. It performs really good. If you want the ease to put together, I would recommend a Dyson, because once again, it does feel like you're like, oh my gosh, do I have to press on this to put it together? It's hard to snap. Do I have to press on it to snap it together? When you get over that, I mean, it performs well. So, but if you don't like that, like I don't particularly like that effort kind of thing, if you don't like to put in any effort, I wouldn't recommend this, because that will annoy you. But if you don't mind putting things together and doing an extra little push to snap it, this is good. It feels kind of like, these parts feel kind of cheap, but they're actually fantastic. I mean, this, I was worried mostly about this stick thing, but once you put it all together, it works like a charm. It really does. And when the battery is recharged, it takes 4.5 hours for the battery to recharge. I can show an example of how it performs, but that can be for later, because actually I might do it now. So this is the power button on top. You just push it. Hang on. This is the power button on top. You just push it. Alright, so that stick thing didn't get sucked up right away.